a skateboard, some matchsticks, and Sean Malto. Fire lit up the skate rails. Did you guess what we are talking about? No? Maybe now you can recall. This was the very first global campaign of the global beverage brand, Mountain Dew, launched in 2015 with the original Do the Dew slogan of the 90s. Pepsico wanted to reimagine the marketing strategy for the top-selling carbonated drink, from a local leader to a global choice for adventure seekers. Usually, brands think of expanding their market regime at the peak of their business, but Mountain Dew tried to move when their regional sales were dropping, and non-CSD beverages threatened the brand's market share. In 2014, the US CSD market was worth $59.21 billion at a negative 1.27 compound annual growth rate. The rising competition with non-CSDs such as Gatorade and highly caffeinated, sugary energy drinks like Red Bull created a critical point where traditional marketing was failing miserably. Plus, just 2 years earlier, PepsiCo faced severe backlash due to their infamous GOAT ad, dubbed as the most racist commercial in history. So, PepsiCo's marketing team sought to do something creative, something authentic to position the Mountain Dew brand as a standalone product. They realized the importance of social media's growing appeal. You must be thinking, using social media for campaigns? That's nothing new. However, it was still an experimental strategy for its time. Was it a hit or a miss? To know, let's get back to 2015. The world was dealing with an economic slowdown due to a supply glut of mined resources, which pushed down the prices of day-to-day commodities. Many companies were merging with one another to battle the sales shrinkage. Most importantly, soft drinks consumption hit the lowest mark since 1985. Mountain Dew was no exception. In the early 2000s, Mountain Dew was tagged as a drink for edgy young customers like skaters, snowboarders, skydivers, windsurfers, extreme sports enthusiasts, so to speak. But due to oversaturation, the alternative sports highlighted in Dew's advertisements were becoming less prominent, whereas PepsiCo's key competitors were onto raising their advertising budgets. As a result, the high-energy extreme sports montage was losing traction as the brand's perception to common folks. The only way out of this sales shrinkage was to either rebrand the product with a new theme or reposition it to reach a global audience. Given the boundaries of conventional marketing, Team Dew opted for the latter, but with a little social media tweak. PepsiCo spent nearly $76 million on this entire campaign. 45% of that money just boosted its digital media presence. Why? Because the target was those consumers who weren't actually excellent in their craft but loves to try new things. In the 60-year-long history of Mountain Dew, people have connected it with different themes, from hillbilly to country cool to young and irreverent. But all have communicated a similar underlying concept, that is to convey three distinct quirks in their brand perspective: a do-it-yourself mentality, an outside-the-box mindset, a stay-true-to-yourself approach. The goal was to create the same impression among the global consumers while strengthening it among current ones. Therefore, the easiest way to access these consumers was through social media, because in the virtual world, people feel freer to express themselves more passionately when they have a platform to connect. The key strategy was to link Mountain Dew with the thrilling intensity of life's most exciting and enjoyable experiences. And the most convenient way of doing that is through UGC. If you look at today, consumers rely on social media posts to follow trends or to judge something, which is why TikTok has become one of the key players in social media marketing nowadays. This was true even back then, even though there was no TikTok, but Facebook, Instagram, Twitter made it feasible. If you're wondering what could have happened if TikTok existed at the time, then check out our case study on TikTok. Now, back to our Dew campaign. With a 70% mobile penetration globally, more and more users were moving towards mobile internet. That led to the global social media users reaching 2 billion by 2015. North America, Europe, Australia, East Asia regions had a significant increase in that year. So, PepsiCo played it smart and used it to expand the brand's reach on social media. The brand engaged the Dew Nation community using Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook Live, Facebook Video, and Instagram Stories, where the fans could share their own thrilling experiences. The Dew fans started a new hype to showcase their creativity with the hashtag DoTheDew Challenge. No sooner did the hashtag go viral. Instagram alone has 87,000 posts with the hashtag Do The Deal. In marketing terms, this is called 360-degree marketing, where the brands and their fans execute the marketing in all possible channels. Greg Lyons, Senior Vice President of Marketing, PepsiCo, explained the move saying, quote, "Knowing that the majority of our millennial consumers see messages first in the palm of their hand, it's no longer about figuring out how creativity can be optimized for mobile at the end of production, but how it can be designed to thrive in mobile from the outset." Arguably, lower-income countries didn't have such high penetration, but these countries' internet usage heavily depended on mobile users. 72% of web traffic in India channeled through mobiles in 2015, 76% in Nigeria. Overall, the mobile-friendly approach in directing the campaign turned out to have an overwhelming outcome. To keep the brand perception on the line, they kept continuing the theme via sponsoring the Super Bowl and later in esports. That year, PepsiCo decided to put Pepsi aside and feature Mountain Dew instead at the Super Bowl. The tournament garnered the largest audience of the year 2015, and the advertisements received tremendous attention, stimulating a massive number of UGCs. To stay in the conversation, the company introduced newer ad campaigns by the end of 2018, shifting their gaze from outdoor sports to esports. What all these campaigns, OVCs, tactics did is make a unique brand perception by the tagline #DoTheDeal. Now, whenever you'll hear these three words, the only thing that will come up is Mountain Dew. That's how you make a brand stand out. And this is what a successful marketing campaign does. Which marketing campaign would you want to hear us break down next? Comment your thoughts below and smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.